Hi. In today's class, we're going to use a block. Maybe you'll want a block, maybe you'll want a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use something else. Hi, it's 5:30. If you want a block for twists or a strap for our balancing, not necessary for it, but you might find it handy. I probably won't use the strap, but I might demonstrate it. Welcome. As I had mentioned, this is the last one I'm going to create for now. Has nothing to do with quarantine, non-quarantine, furlough, whatever. I usually, with my Monday night class, had been ending at this point and taking a little time off. I'm not time off yet part, but we probably won't do inside classes anyway for a while. I'm looking at something that I'll advertise out to my students that are currently enrolled in my Monday night class and on my Facebook page as to some outdoor possibilities here for class. And it would, those of you that are in my Monday night class, it would use your credits that you have. I'm getting that back from Brenda right now. And we will see what transpires for the summer, because I think all of us would feel more comfortable breathing in an outdoor space than cramped into one room, because I'm not taking temperatures. And I don't think that just because you don't have a temperature doesn't mean you might not be sick. Anyway, on with practice today. We're going to start seated. We're going to try to be at ease with ourselves today, being positive and taking the time to notice a little bit more about how we feel in our practice today. So let's just pause here in a comfortable seated position. Doesn't have to be the same as me. Find a few breaths, close your eyes. Just notice the breath and how you're inhaling and exhaling. And if you can let that just relax a little bit more. Maybe your shoulders need to release the tension a little bit. Find that nice, easy momentum. Maybe just take a deep breath once and just let it all out. And that lets you settle in a little more. So we usually try to start with some type of an intention. Staying present is a good intention always for a yoga class. Being true to yourself, staying positive, all of those kind of things you can bring to your mat today. And let's begin a little movement. So one more breath. Open your eyes if they were closed. And let's take one arm up and lean to the side. And then we'll move to the other. Easy little flow to get us warmed up and started here. Follow with your breath. Whatever natural moments and movements come through. each side. And let's take both arms up. Nice inhale. And exhale, send them down. Take it back up. And turn towards your right as you exhale, arms back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to the other side. Just find this movement with breath in your own form. Last one. Bring it back to the middle. And hands down. Go ahead and move on to a tabletop, onto our hands and knees, so we can get some cat-cows in. Warm up that spine a little more. We could have did seated cat-cows if you prefer, you sure can. And then get a few more just joining right now. You haven't missed much but a seated warm-up. So we'll continue into a seated cat-cow here on tabletop. Again, we move in our own breath, moving our spines the way that feels good. As I mentioned at the beginning, work on honoring your body, your practice today. Make your mat a special place that you know that you can come back to at any time. It doesn't have to be in front of any screen. And just do movement that feels good to you. Maybe taking that cat-cow side to side, looking over your shoulders. Moving in whatever ways feel good. Couple more breaths here. It moves you to stretch that each leg out. Feels good to me to do that. Press a foot back, almost a plank, half plank, and the other. Join me if you will this time, one more time. Plank foot stretch. And then the other. Back to kneeling. We're going to send that right leg long once more. And lift it up over that bent knee on the side. And then look over the left shoulder, the opposite shoulder. So you're looking back at that foot. Turn this way and you'll be able to see a little more. Finding a little stretch in that whole right side, your hip flexor, your IT band. So that toe's on the ground and you're looking back there, creating the strength. And release, bring that back, and we'll see how it feels for the other side. Send that left leg back, stretch a little, and then pick it up to the other, cross the foot, look over that right shoulder, back towards that foot that you just brought over. Getting a nice side stretch on the left side. A few more breaths. And bring that back. Let's go ahead and stretch back into a very brief child's pose. Just letting the hips and the hands relax. And your body just melt in. Take one more breath. And extend those arms. We're going to find ourselves next in down dog, curling the toes, sending the hips up. And finding nice work on our feet, pedaling, walking the dog. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. Noticing a little stillness in your body now. Maybe bending the knees if you need to. And allowing your breath. Relaxing the head as you look back towards your knees, your ankles. One more breath. And then we're going to step that right foot forward. Pause in that lunge. And breathe. If you need to drop your knee in this one, please do. Now whether your hands don't like the floor, you can always grab a block. You're going to open up in a twist here, raising that right arm, maybe looking up to the ceiling towards it. Strong through your foundation. Allowing that knee to drop if you need to. Twist the hand, open the fingers. Find one more breath. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Hand comes down. We're going to right ourselves up to warrior one. Coming up nice and easy. And finding ourselves here in warrior one. And come to the other direction for you guys. Ta-da! Again, find those 5 breaths. Just noticing how each side of your body feels. Being present with yourself. Little transition flow, nice inhale. Exhale and move to warrior two. Reach those hands front to back. Nice full breath. Inhale and exhale to reverse warrior. Find that breath in your side body. Inhale and exhale, coming into that side angle pose. Arm on your thigh or hand down the side of your leg to the floor. Top arm up to the ceiling, over your head, or half bind around your back. Remember, honor what feels good to you today, not just what I'm doing. Take one more breath. And rise on up as we straighten that leg. We're leaving our hands right there and we're finding that triangle. Just straightening that front leg. Maybe a triangle, that top hand can come up if you had it in a different place. Maybe you can look up towards the ceiling, towards that top hand. Maybe you can open that arm just a little bit more. One more breath in triangle. And exhale, finding yourself back to warrior two. Bending that front knee. Inhale and exhale as we come to warrior one with our hands back behind us. Reaching, opening the heart. Going into a little bit more fold again. We're going to come into a modified pyramid pose first off. Hands behind your back or hands at your heart or on your thigh. Remember all your choices. Inhale and exhale as we come to that flat back. Bend comes out of that knee as we come to our flat back. So we have just a micro bend, more straight leg. And honor yourself if you'd like to go all the way into full pyramid, letting that nose go towards your knee, your shin bone. Always place your hand on a block. Now let's come back to that halfway point. Find your breath, flat back. This is where that block might be handy. We're going to do a revolve triangle. So the left hand comes down and the right hand can stay at your hip as you revolve. You can also bring it palm facing, same way as your face, upwards. Try to open that arm. One more breath. You've got this. Gently bring hands back to the floor. Bend the knee and step it back to down dog. Let's walk that out. We're going to raise that front leg, that right leg that we were working. Twirl the toe, the finger. Bend the knee and open the hip up. Find a breath. Once more. And bring that knee down. We're going to take ourselves to plank. Take our first chaturanga, lowering our elbows, crocodile, all the way to the floor. Finding your backbone, bend, and we know our backbone's there. And meet back in down dog. From down dog, we're going to come to the top of our mat. So you can step up slowly, coming up. And inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. And pause. At this point, that right leg probably feels a little different than the left leg. You might get in there and notice it's worked. We're going to find our balance using our left leg as our balance here, and our right leg's going to come up, the one we were working before. So we'll start off with just bending that knee. Taking a breath here and noticing if this is your place to be. This is where if you wanted a strap to send your leg long, you could. If you have it in your practice that you can reach your toe like that. Otherwise, you could put the strap around your foot. Not necessarily. You could stay with a bent knee and your hand under your thigh and straighten out. But if you're following along and want to do the toe hold, maybe this arm comes up. And even if you have the bent knee, we're still going to take that arm back. And maybe we'll look back towards that arm, thinking about that open twist. It's okay if you fall. You might watch me fall. Take a breath. Honor yourself. One more breath. And return. Back to center. Release the foot. Did it. So just pause here, finding mountain, finding your breath, noticing differences maybe in even your shoulders. Remember, it's okay to be different. We all are, right? The same and different. One more breath, inhale and exhale. If you closed your eyes, open them. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. We'll be doing balance on the other side after we get the other side done. Halfway lift. And deep fold. Bend those knees and rise back up to mountain Tadasana. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise up. One more flow like that. Exhale, fold. Remember, your fold can be halfway. Inhale, halfway lift if you are folded. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise up. Exhale. We're going to pause in chair. Find those breaths. You can always bring your hands to your heart. Once more. You got this. Sometimes we have to challenge ourselves just a little. Inhale and exhale, fold. And those knees, and step yourself back to down dog. Pedal that out in down dog if you need to. Take that left foot and raise it up and step it forward, finding that it's called Anjaneyasana, the lunge. Remember, your body needs it, drop to your knee. If the floor is not there, find a block or something, or maybe you're up here. That's okay too, all right? Everything's okay. How you practice is okay. All right, I'll be turning my back to you if I do this. Right hand's coming to the floor. We're finding that nice twist. Find your breath. Release that left hand. Open up. Open that shoulder. Keep breathing. Once more. Bring that hand down and rise up to warrior one. Got my foot caught in my mat. Finding your warrior one pose here. Finding yourself strong. Stay true to your body in your poses tonight. Staying positive. Finding challenges when the challenge is appropriate. Nice inhale. Well, let's exhale to warrior two. Challenge of the camera sometimes. Finding that breath. Inhale and exhale to that reverse warrior. Finding the breath in your side body. Expanding your ribs. Inhale and exhale, side angle pose, whether we're on our leg, reaching down our leg, something in between, using a block. Remember that top arm can be wherever it works for you. You can do the half bind. You can reach over your head. One more breath here. And we're going to move to that triangle pose. So if your arm was down, that's fine. You can stay there. We're going to raise up by straightening that front leg. That arm can stay up. Reach, look up, open up. Find your breath. And exhale. We're going to go ahead and take ourselves all the way up to warrior two. And straighten that front leg. Turn towards warrior one. Could have just left the leg bent, I guess. We're going to straighten it either way. We're going to that pyramid pose. That was where I was going next. I'm not perfect either, right? And find your pyramid. Start off with that modified pyramid right here at the flat back. Take a few breaths. And then let yourself decide if full pyramid is something you want to do or challenge yourself with. Maybe you had a block. Maybe you have your hand on your thigh. And that's all possibilities, right? Maybe you let your hands come down because you don't want them behind your back. Find the breath. Follow the breath. All right, our hands are coming towards the floor so that the right hand can be down. As we lift to that half pyramid, we're going to raise the left arm up maybe, or leave it on your hip. Find that revolve triangle. We're using a block, the floor, our leg. Find your breath. Maybe looking up if you can. Maybe giving yourself a little smile and ta-da, you did it. One more breath. And bring that arm down to the floor. Bend the knee, hands to the floor. Step it back to down dog. Yay, we did that. Find a full breath. Find your down dog. Nice inhale. Full exhale. And next exhale, we go to plank. Inhale and exhale to lower crocodile down to the floor. Inhale into your cobra or up dog. Exhale. And send yourself back to child's pose. Just a brief breath. We still got that balance to do. We're just doing a little stretch here. Nice inhale and exhale. Sending yourself back to down dog. Curling those feet. And bringing yourself to the top of the mat. Inhale to rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And pause. Now, you just have that balance on this side. See how that goes here. Remember to be true to yourself. Our right leg's our foundation this time, and we're lifting the left. This will be the side where I'm challenging myself a little too. You can stay with the knee, because you can do this with your knee as well, opening up like that. Example, you can grab the toe, you can grab a strap, and maybe this is where you get to, that you can't, you're just not turning. Again, back to your breath. Notice your body. You fall, you can find a way back. One more breath, wherever you're balancing. And bring yourself back to the center. Slowly bring that leg down. Walk that out. Let's move. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Hands to the mat. We're going to take our feet as wide as the mat. And we're just going to slowly come down into a yogi squat here. Alasana. Or stay high. Or put a block under your bum. Try to be upright. To the mat, we straighten our legs, turn the toes inwards, and take a little bit of wide leg forward fold. Nice full breath, and then step it back to down dog. Pedal that out. And take one more chaturanga, coming to that plank. Inhale and exhale yourself down to the mat. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, release. Take your knees wide and allow yourself back into that wide leg child's pose. Let yourself settle in. We're here for several breaths, just allowing ourselves to notice. Bringing yourself we show up for ourselves on this mat, and when we're practicing at home, it truly is for ourselves. Letting go sometimes of the things we just can't change or do. We can just be and change inwards. Find positivity in every day. Find your breath in child's pose. Bring yourself upwards just a hair. Not doing a whole lot more work today. We're going to do a thread the needle. I have time. So I'm going to stay in my wide leg child's pose, thread the needle. I know many of you, we've done this before. You can also bring your knees in if that's better for you. Either way, our bum does go up in the air. Let's go ahead and take the left hand under first. So as we stay back in that wide knee child's pose, our left hand is just going to thread under, palm faces the ceiling, and we bring the bum up until we can get that shoulder on the ground. And for everybody, that might be a different place. Remember, if this is really not feeling good for you on your knees, your neck, your shoulder, this move can be done just drawing that arm across, just like this. When you do a regular sweaty workout, we mostly just do it this way. But in yoga, we try to do it this way so we can allow some other types of things to happen in our brain and our body. our breath. You followed along with me with the wide knees. It's not really best for that other knee that you straighten one leg out. You might work your arms instead, drawing one across the mat and taking a little more twist. Taking the opposite, the arm that's not working might go over your ear, across the opposite side of the mat. Well, stretch your upper shoulder blades a little bit. Give your twist a little more, or back a little more rotation. One more breath. Let's gently start making our way back. Bringing that hand, if you moved it, back to where it started so you can lift yourself up off of your arm. Let's go ahead and take both arms up, sit back on our heels, raise up, reach up tall. Nice full breath. And exhale, bring the hands down and prepare for thread the needle with the right arm down. So we just go ahead and slide it under, set that shoulder down, the bum comes up to wherever we need it. It's going to depend on a lot of things, our back, our hips, how high. Some people's bums may be way up here, and that's okay too. Again, think about drawing that arm over your ear that's not working. Reaching and giving a little twist to the upper back. A little rotation in the rib cage. In a child's pose, it's just a little deeper. I guess I feel it is, but you have to decide what's right for you. Find one more breath here. We gently unravel ourselves back. And just like before, bringing ourselves up, reaching those arms up. Nice full breath. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands straight down in front of you. If you had your knees together, maybe you can widen them again, toes together, and just walk the hands, sliding them out. Really long child's pose. The time to be with you and your mat. It's okay for your mind to wander. Bring it back to your breath. Let go of things that aren't here with you right now on your mat. Let go of the things that aren't present with you. One more breath. And gently bring yourself back upright. We're going to find our way to our seats with our legs extended out. Once you arrive, get your legs all situated. If you don't, things like that, important things. Find a tall spine. And just notice, maybe close your eyes, put your hands on your legs or on the floor, whichever feels best for you. Let those shoulders relax. And keep the legs a little bit active so your toes are pointed up. Your spine is tall. Your shoulders relax. And just notice. Take another big inhale. Exhale and lean forward towards your knees. Thinking about chest coming towards our legs more than our head towards our legs. Just looking forward towards your big toes. Reaching those hands, walking them down. Everybody's going to look different in this. You can do this a couple different ways. And bring yourself back up to that tall spine. Now this time we're going to bring our arms overhead. Nice inhale and exhale. And reach for those feet, the ankles, wherever they reach. Bend the knees a little if you need to. This time go ahead and see where your head goes. Let your head relax. Bring it down towards your legs. You might not look very much different than the last time you were this way. Just a minute. Breath to go. That's okay. Remember, it's not about how you look. It's about how you feel. And walk yourself back up to that tall spine. Now, many of us might have felt that in our backs. We're going to bend those knees a lot. Take our arms and tuck them underneath our legs. It draws your chest towards your thighs. And then go ahead and let your head hang down. And give yourself a nice stretch into your back without doing a whole lot. Now, those of you that are more flexible, I'm in that category, you might let your legs go straighter. But don't let your legs go any farther than when your chest starts coming off your thighs. So the point is to keep your chest on your thighs. So if it starts raising up, straighten your legs up. And relax into it. Release your hands to the mat and help yourself back up to that tall spine. We're going to take our hands behind us. Fingers can point whichever way they want. Open the shoulders. Press through the hands. Point the toes. And just lift a little bit of an arched back bend. Inhale and exhale and bring yourself back to that tall, neutral spine, back where we started. Send your hands on your lap or the floor. Toes are pointed upwards. Legs are semi-active and upper body is tall and relaxed. Take a pause. It's okay to close your eyes anytime you want to. Notice where you are in space on your mat. Feel good about your practice today. We're going to make our way down to our backs. We've got some bridges, some figure fours, and a spinal twist before we end. How's that? Maybe even some legs up the wall. I'm going to turn sideways a little bit. So let's come on down to our backs and bring those knees up to our chest. Give that back a nice little deserving massage, circling those knees on the ceiling. In any which way feels good to you. Side to side, circle around, up and down. It's all about the back. Let's go ahead and set our feet on the floor. Knees are up, and we're going to find a few bridges here to flow through our breath. The first one we're going to pause in. Raise those hips up. Open up onto your shoulders. Roll in. Turn the palms upwards. Press through the heels. Squeeze those glutes. That's the butt behind you. Take another breath. And exhale. Get your spine back to the floor. Once the hips get there, relax and windshield wiper the hips. I gotta go this way because I need my feet on the mat. Alright. We're going to take a few flowing bridges here. So find that on your own breath. Inhale up. And exhale down. Arms can go with you. Maybe the arms come up when your hips come up. Maybe they come down when they come down. Maybe you like the arms down when the hips go up, and the arms go up when the hips go down. It's all relative to how you want to think about it today. Remember, you get to choose. Or no arms at all. Keep that breath going. Keep the flow going. Next time you're at the top, let's hold it up there again. If your arms are up in the air, bring them down to the earth and keep your hips up. Roll those shoulders underneath you again. Maybe clasp your hands underneath there and come up as high as you can. Maybe you can come up on your tippy toes. Press those hips higher. One more breath. And release everything down. Gently let that windshield wiper action happen. Shake out the hips. Bring those knees up. Massage the back. We're going to go ahead and set the left leg down. Keep the right knee in. Give it a nice hug here first. And yes, we're going to cross it over. Get a nice, put the ankle on the left knee. Grab behind somewhere and pull that leg up for a nice figure 4 stretch. Find your breath. That left foot, you could take it to the ceiling. Point and flex the toe. Full breath, inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let that left foot to the floor. Release your hands. Arms go out to a T, and we're going to go ahead and let our legs go to the left. Keeping that leg crossed, or letting the knees slide down, or uncrossing. Remember, finding the right place for you today. We're going to be here for about a minute. Just breathing. Relaxing that shoulders, the hands, letting your jaw relax. Turned myself and looked over at the camera again. You know, I could just do this practice without the camera on and I wouldn't notice either, right? But you would. Hopefully you're doing more listening versus looking so that you can just feel the practice in your own body. Two more nice full breaths. Breathe through that belly. And gently make your legs back up. Bringing both feet to the floor, finding a little windshield wiper action. Now let's bring that left knee up to our chest, give it a nice hug and roly-poly around. Big inhale, big exhale. Set that ankle on the right knee and bring that right leg up. And give yourself a nice figure 4 stretch here. Taking that right leg up to the ceiling if you like and pointing and flexing that toe. One more concentration on the hip stretch, pulling that leg in more. That serves you. And let's start that spinal twist. Releasing our leg, letting the right foot to the floor. Arms go to a T and let those legs go to the right. Where you find that nice hip stretch that works for you. Whether you keep the leg crossed, slide it down to the knee for more, take it out, uncross them. It's all about just getting a hip stretch and a spinal twist. Relaxing the breath, letting go. Find 2 more breaths. And then gently making their way back, both feet on the floor. Letting those windshield wiper actions happen. And bring your feet up, knees up for a little happy baby. That rock on the back. Next place we're going to go is legs up the wall. But first I wanted you to get a little movement in. So happy baby. Maybe you stretch alternate legs in happy baby, walking them around a little bit. Nice full breath. And for some reason legs up the wall resonate with you today. I might suggest a lying butterfly instead. We'll be here a good minute. Finding that relaxation in our bodies. True to your breath. Maybe you find if you're in legs up the wall or the lying butterfly pose, placing a hand or 2 on your belly. Let your shoulders relax to the mat. Staying true to yourself and your needs. Find 2 more breaths. And if your legs were up, we'll bring them down. If they were out, bring them up. Either way, we'll meet with that restorative pose. Knees bent, feet on the floor. And from here, you might take an opposing pose. You might find an easy fish pose. You might want to do a plow pose. Or a happy baby. Take about 30 seconds of your own time and find what serves you from the pose you did. If you were in butterfly, a happy baby, or shoulder stand might be best. If you were legs up the wall, you might want to go for fish pose, which is what I'm doing. Or maybe even a bridge. Pose, you just put your hands under your bum, and rest yourself on your elbows, and let your head drop, just raising the heart. Whatever you did, get yourself out of it. Shake it off. Take anything else you might need today into that final relaxation pose. We're ready for Shavasana. So I will be seated. I have just a little bit to read to you today. Not much. Take a few breaths. Settle in. After I read, I will stay on for a minute, sipping my wine. How's that? But know that you can stay in Shavasana for the time that you need, because that's what it's about today. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Let's take another breath in and relax. Breath out. Feel calm and serene. Find your Shavasana. Breathing in, I calm my body. This is like drinking a glass of cool water. You feel the freshness permeate your body. Breathing out, I smile. One smile can relax hundreds of muscles in your face and make you master of yourself. Whenever you see a picture of the Buddha, he is always smiling, dwelling in the present moment. We recite this line as we breathe in again, and we don't think of anything else. We know exactly where we are. I know this is a wonderful moment. We recite this as we breathe out again. To be truly here now and to enjoy the present moment is our most important task. This is a practice for touching peace by Thich Nhat Hanh. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathe in, calm. Breathe out, smile. As always, honor yourself, honor each other, shine your light, help others shine theirs. Namaste.